Hello friends, this is Gurpreet. In this video, I would like to tell you about heat treatment on alloys. Before starting the video, I would like to tell you what alloys are. Alloy is simply a combination of metals. And now I would like to tell you about heat treatment. Heat treatment is simply a process of heating and cooling operations. It is a process which involves heating and cooling operations, which is done in a sequence. This heat treatment it is done for some purpose. The purpose is to improve the internal structure, to improve the mechanical, chemical and physical properties of materials, and also to strengthen the metals. The heat treatment process, it depends upon two factors mainly. The first factor is temperature and the second factor is time. So it depends upon time and temperature, and these are strictly controlled. This is because it affects the grain size. The grain size gets affected because of these factors, and the metals or the materials, they are heated for a certain time, then it is cooled for a specific rate. This was all about heat treatment and why is it done and on what factors does it depend. Now I will be telling you about the stages of heat treatment process. There are three stages in heat treatment process. The first stage is heating. So in the slide you can see a graph which is plotted between temperature and time. The graph shows that the curve AB represents heating. That is the first stage of heat treatment process. And AB, after that we see a line, that is BC. This represents the second stage, that is holding. And when it comes from C to D, this tells the third stage, that is cooling. So from the graph we can conclude that there are three different stages which accomplish the heat treatment process. The first one is heating, the second one is holding, and the third one is cooling. Now, principles of heat treatment. There are mainly three principles of heat treatment. So for this we take a steel specimen. So first, before heating the steel specimen, it has some properties. So after heating the steel specimen, the existing properties, they get swiped off. That is, these properties are removed. And as I told you that heat treatment, it is a sequence of heating and cooling operations. So when heating is done, in a similar way, the cooling is also done. The cooling operation is also done. And this cooling operation, it is done in three different ways. That is, it can be slow cooling, it can be very slow cooling, and rapid cooling. If it is a slow cooling process, very slow cooling process, then annealing comes into picture. If it is slow cooling, then it is normalizing which comes into picture. And if it is rapid cooling, then hardening is a process which comes into picture. This was about the principles of heat treatment. That is, there are three principles: annealing, normalizing, and hardening. After that, I would like to tell you about the importance of heat treatments. In the beginning of the video, I told that heat treatment, it is done for improving the internal structure. It is done for strengthening the metals. It is done for improving the mechanical and chemical properties of the metals. Not only this, it is also done to relieve the internal stresses. It is done to improve the grain size, and it improves the machinability of the metals. It is used for strengthening and hardening the metals. This heat treatment process, it increases or it improves the corrosion resistance, wear resistance, and improves the electrical and mechanical properties of metals. This was the importance of heat treatment process. And thank you.